If you want to check out the Multichrome eyeshadows from Sydney Grace, then please keep on watching. Hello my friends, if it's your first time here, my name is Alicia. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you are returning, thanks for coming to visit me. Kinky Sweat stands for my kinky hair and sweat life. I am a fitness professional who loves everything movement and beauty. And if you want to check out what I do in between the makeups, you can head over to my Instagram for daily movement musings. I am very excited because not only are we talking about Sydney Grace Multichromes, but we're talking about Sydney Grace, period. I always wanted to come on here. Well, let me just start by saying, Mel Thompson, hey Mel! And she's been using Sydney Grace for quite some time. Every time she mentioned these shadows and how she admires them for being immaculate shadows, I mean, I had to find out and buy some myself. Today we're focusing mainly on their multi-chromes, which are now on pre-order. I don't know when those will be mailed out. You can pre-order them now on sydneygrace.com. I don't know what the date is for that actual shipment to take place on. If you want a Sydney Grace video where I show you all the shadows that I have, I'll be more than happy to do that. Today though, we're gonna get into these guys. I mean, are you dying? These two face products are also from Sydney Grace, so we'll try that out on today. But in honor of the multi-chrome video, I have some multi-chrome on my nails. So quickly, timestamps will be down below. How do the nail people do this? Okay, this is from Fun Lacquer. This is their Harmony Multichrome magnetic polish. So it comes with a magnetic tool that influences the pigments to move and shift in the actual nail polish. Isn't that beautiful? This one is just regular multichrome, so it shifts from purple to blue. Is really hard to see in natural light. You need like a halogen lamp or even your flash from the phone to really see the color shift, but these kind of like match the shadows, so I wanted to paint my nails the same way. I am treading on dangerous water because I just painted my nails. Although I used a quick drying top coat, you know, I want to be careful. Okay. The first one is Twisted Shifter Multichrome. These go for $15 each. You get 1.8 grams of product. 15 is a lot. It's worth it. Look, okay, see there? And then there. So it goes from a green to a magenta, which kind of reminds me of what's going on here on my nails. So I flipped my hoo-ha when I saw that it matches my nail polish. You're not even ready for what's about to occur. Hello, excuse me. See the green and then the magenta. The texture is almost as if you had a piece of tinfoil and it got micronized. That is how these pigments feel. It is insane how wet this looks, but it applies dry. I mean, this is, I can't get over it. I've already swatched these, but I think it's one of these shadows that, I'm gonna say it, this type of excitement hasn't happened since the first time I dipped into Pat McGrath's Gigabyte and Night Creature from Subversive. Because if you know those two shadows, cameras, photographs do not do them justice. When you see them in person and you see the reflectivity and depth of color those shades provide, you can't put your experience into words. And I feel the same with this, is until you experience it in person, it's like, oh my god. Next up we have Chamillionaire, which is I believe this is like a green to blue. Let us see. Oh, you see what I'm saying? How wet that looks? This is crazy. This is a little tougher to see on camera, but it shifts from a blue to a green. So there's kind of the blue, and then there's the green. I know it's really hard to see, but let me tell you something. Sydney Grace, can you make like 10 more of these? I know what you're thinking. $15 from one pan. Do you see these swatches though? And we haven't even put them on the eyes, you guys. Just you freaking wait. Last up, we have Beauregarde. This is the one that matches the nail polish on this hand. And this is from a purple to like a deep navy blue. Oh my god. This is outrageous. Outrageous. I can't speak highly enough of these multichrome pigments. I mean, they are truly color shifting. Absolutely. I understand that you can't really see that shift as well on camera, but trust me, these shift unlike others that we've tried in the past. The other shadows that I have from Sydney Grace, this is from her spring bundle. I just have this in the ColourPop Empty Magnetic palette. So we're gonna use some of these mattes to zhuzh around the multi-chromes. The other palette that I have from Sydney Grace is her Autumn Ring. So I have this as well, which I absolutely love. I have to use more of this, so maybe this week will be a Sydney Grace week. I'm bummed that I missed out on her Mountain bundle. Man, I slept on that. The colors looked phenomenal. I don't know what I was doing thinking that mossy green and yellow tones in there. Oh, they're right up my alley, and I totally just met that. $15 is expensive, but keep in mind Sydney Grace is an indie brand. They're not doing crazy production, and these are very much worth it. If you want true multi-chrome eyeshadow, that's the way you gotta go. On the lids, I have multi-use concealer from Too Faced Born This Way, Natural Beige. I definitely want to go in with Twisted Shifter first. Not all the shadows in here are from Sydney Grace. These are some ColourPop shadows. I am so sorry. This is definitely from Sydney Grace. It's called Enjoy the Ride. This is a matte shadow I want to use first on my crease. Going in with that shade, Refer number 16, straight on to the concealer. It had time to set, so it's not super sticky right now. This is a great, very gray brown type of shade that adds nice smoke without getting too out of hand. And I find Sydney Grace mattes to be quite nice, actually. They blend well, they have good pigmentation on the first application, they move really nicely across the skin. Let me take a look at her Autumn Ring. You know, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of Brilliant Realm, this purple shade here, just to the outer V. Taking that shade with my Refer 15 just to the outer V. Setting up our shifter shade. I'm putting some on the inner third as well. Do a little zhuzh. I gotta change my battery, hold on. Now I still have to figure out what's the best brush to apply these, because fingers are immaculate, but it's tough if you want to get precise just on the lid. I will try my Sigma medium sweeper in E54. Let's do this. There we go. Here's the thing with these multi-chromes. Because of the texture, it is a little drier upon application because you kind of have to work the pigments in and together on the skin. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take some on my finger and see how much more that gets on the lid. But just be careful with how you apply and just carefully press when you get the majority of the pigment on your lid. Isn't that wild? That is crazy. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. I love doing a little bit of zhuzh here. Gonna make sure the zhuzh is zhuzhing. Oh, that's so much better. The sun changed, so now you can see the more purple and how it shifts from that like gray green to the purple. Taking my Refer 1 brush with that plum shade from the Autumn Ring palette and taking some of that taupey brown as well. Now my Sigma E55, I'm just gonna gently pull it towards the inner third, and now in a corner with Go For It. This is a Refer pencil brush. I forgot the number. All right, fans, let's do the other eye and I'll be right back. Eyes complete, and on the lashes we have Ardell's Demi Wispies. I mean, what can I possibly say? This shadow, I mean, the glow from here, it's so phenomenal. And again, I know it's hard to see the color shifting live and in action. Like, do you see the change? Hold on again. I have my eyes closed, but hopefully you can see the shift happen as I move my lids from side to side. Oh, on the lips, I got Pat McGrath's Liquid Lustre for real. Keep in mind, because of the textures of these shadows, and in order to achieve this multi-chrome effect, you will have a little bit of fallout. I really don't mind, because look what you get. And again, if you go in with your finger, just lightly press and don't put a lot on the finger. Just pick up enough to cover the lid. And I mean, that's opaque. I just realized I didn't put on any lower lash mascara. Excuse me. That's better. What can I say? Simply phenomenal. I mean, this actually reminds me of Night Creature a lot. The effect is different. This is color changing, whereas Night Creature from Pat Subversive has more reflectivity, more sparkle. So I feel that texture plays a different role altogether. But when you combine them, I can't even think about it. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. So let's take this off and try on another one. Let's go in with Chamillionaire. We're going all green, so let's set it out from the get-go. Going in with Sydney Grace's Meadow. Refer number 16. What is that? No. I forget what fingers have shadows on them, and I touch the wrong thing and I get something dirty. This is a fantastic green. Wow. Ooh, wow. Oh, we could go several ways for the next medium shade. How about her poolside? Sona G Crease Pro. Outer corner first. Oh, that's a pretty green. Oh, and both meadow and poolside together. I can't. I feel like this green, this tone of, well, keep saying green. I feel it's more like a teal, but the gradient right now is phenomenal that we're getting. Yes, I understand why Mel is enthusiastic about Sydney Grace shadows. I mean, I don't have all of them, but from what I have experienced, I understand. I mean, look how phenomenal this looks, because I feel each green is maintaining its integrity of color, but when combined, it just elevates the total look. Like, you can still see meadow, but it just pairs nicely with poolside to give it that beautiful gradient effect. Going in with a little more poolside. Poolside out a third. All right, let's go in with Chamillionaire. First on the finger. Oh my God. I mean, this is outrageous. I can't. Going in with a little more. Now, I don't know how long these would last, but I feel they would last a significant amount of time. I don't know why, there's just something telling me, but I will definitely update you if I choose to wear this on a long day. Can you see the shift? Can you see the shift? This is amazing. Wow. Let's go in with Sigma's E55 again. Same Chamillionaire shade, but on the inner third. Now with Keep It Fun, I'm gonna use that as my inner corner highlight, which is more like a bluish type of a seafoam type of a something. All right, do the other eye and I'll be right back. Look complete, and same lashes from Ardell in the style Demi Wispies. And again, I'll close my eyes, so maybe, just maybe, you can see the color shift. And wide shot of the look. On the lips, we have the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude with her Kissing lipstick in Hepburn Honey. This is gorgeous. I mean, we are looking green. This is a texture eyeshadow I've never experienced or dealt with. It's not like a heavy opaque metallic feel like I feel Juvia's Place shadows sometimes present. It's lightweight, foily, but it spreads really nicely across the lid. I like to use my fingers because I feel I get better color payoff that way, and the green mattes just pair beautifully with Chamillionaire. Again, I believe you could get these as singles, meadow and poolside. Yeah, man, I'm digging it. Let's get into the last look. Lastly, now we have Beauregarde. I cannot get over, every time I put it up to the lens, it's just like, this is real life. I don't have like a purely blue or purple matte in my Sydney Grace shadows. I'm sure she has one, absolutely. I just don't have one now. I'm gonna go in with Brilliant Realm again. Refer number 16 and just work that into the crease. Before we use this in the first look as a medium shade after that taupey shadow, but I feel we will rely on this now to give us more of a purple feel for the crease. Taking my reference number 1 and patting Brilliant Realm more on the inner third of the eye. Now with Countess, same number 16, but I'm fluffing out the edges because I want this to have a little more of a grading effect, and I'm applying very light pressure just so I'm not over manipulating the shadow, so it could look a little more airbrush. I'm doing this so I can see where I need to put more shadow. All right, let's do it. Oh my god. You know what matte this will look sickening with? Paranormal from Pavlovian Rose. Oh my god. Because Paranormal is more of a cool type of purple. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna start over again. Hold on. Brilliant Realm is pretty, but I think it's too warm for the color of the duochrome shade. I'm using Bioderma Sensibo. I'm gonna pat that dry. Makeup Forever Self-Setting just under the eyes. Shade 34. Use my sponge to just re-zhuzh and start again. Too Faced Multi-Use Born This Way Natural Beige. I'm not even gonna carve the brow. I'm just gonna hope for the best. If I have to carve it, I'll do it off camera. But the edge of the sponge kind of helps to blend across the brow. Oh F, I gotta do it. Hold on. Fix this. All right, that's better. Let's try this again. I'm just putting down a little bit of loose powder to quicken up the setting of the concealer so it's not too tacky. Here we go. Lavian Rose Pat McGrath Mothership 3. That was Paranormal. Same reference number 16 brush. Whatever leftover shadow I have, I'm gonna work it closer to the brow. All right, let's try this again. Let's see what we got. Maybe that's a little better. I always keep forgetting it. I'm like, work it on the outer corner a little bit. All right, we kind of like that. I feel like I could have used a even more true to purple matte shade, but from the top of my head, I'm sure I have something in there. I'm lazy and I don't want to look. But Pat's Paranormal is the first color that came to mind. I could even use Deep Space from her Dark Star palette. I think that will look pretty good with this as well. I'm gonna zhuzh, just smooth out, put a little more here closer to the crease. Reference number 1, Paranormal on the outer third lower lash line. Sigma E55 with the Multichrome on the inner third. I haven't even applied this wet. I feel like these best work dry, and wetting them will add too much texture, but I'm not too sure. I'm satisfied with a dry application anyway. I'm gonna go in with this shade. I know I'm dipping out. Don't get mad at me. For the inner third. This is my Hakuhodo J242. Oh, that's fun. A little bit of fallout because I wanted to go in with more of the color. All right, friends, let's do the other eye and I'll be right back. Look complete, friends, and here, let's do the side to side. And again, lashes are Dell style in Demi Wispies. How we're looking is it shifting? Is it shifting? Same lip combo from the last look. Lip Cheat and Iconic Nude. Kissing Lipstick Hepburn Honey. Both from Charlotte Tilbury. Here's a wide shot of the look. And man, oh man. This is a beautiful, deep, rich purple that again shifts from blue to purple. It's like a navy to a purple. I put the hot pink from Pat's because, you know, I just wanted to do that. You can use a lighter lavender shade. So if we were to just kind of take this off and kind of like, let's go in with this shade, Golden Scepter, and just see what that does. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, I definitely like that better. Definitely like that better. The hot pink is pretty, but I think it was overwhelming the purple in the inner corner too much. I mean, there's nothing more I can say. I'm very much impressed by the multi-chromes from Sydney Grace. They definitely delivered on that multi-chrome promise. You get the color shift, you get the opacity. It is just simply beautiful, shiny, stand outish. But again, these are not for the individual who just sticks to your nudes, your neutral shades. If you love color, if you love those conversation starter types of shadows, then these are for you. They're not ideal for blending out, I feel, because of the texture, and they have like that, again, that tin foil feel that's very flaky, they're not going to be that metallic shade that you could blend into your crease, lid, and lower lash line. These are standout lid colors that I feel are best applied with a finger or with an ideal brush that I have not yet discovered how to apply these well with in one swoop to get that full-on shine and color saturation. If you're not that person that's going to take full advantage of these shadows, then definitely maybe try Sydney Grace's matte or her shimmers or metallic shades that are a little more user-friendly in terms of texture and how they look in the end. I love color, I love these textures, so these are definitely a yes for me. If you're into those types of shades, color shifting shades, if you were disappointed from that shape shifter stack from Melt, then maybe use these instead. I did mention it in that Melt video that you definitely had to use your fingers for that as well, but I find even though you have to use your fingers, for me, I find it easier to use my fingers with these shadows. Is a lot easier to pick it up from the pan. I felt with the Melt stack I had to dig into that consistency a billion times before I finally got it all over my lid. Whereas this, I just go in once and it spreads beautifully, and I pat it down and it kind of blends itself. I don't need to do much. I mean, can we? Are you kidding me? And that's it, friends. I'm happy I finally got on here to talk about Sydney Grace. Let me know if you want another video using her Autumn Rain palette or any of the spring singles that I have in this little palette. Definitely want to pick up more of her bundles. I have to keep an eye out and make sure I pay attention to any specials she decides to put out. I got these during the Christmas and July special, where I believe there were several days that each day was like a different sale, or she launched a different bundle, different colors. I want more bundles, that's for sure. Oh, if you quickly want to see how Duchess looks, this is the highlighter that I also picked up. So I'm going to take my rougher highlighting brush with Duchess. It's a very like low-key type of highlight. I like it. It's not super blingy, but it's not dull either in the slightest. It just has like a nice glow to it, which I appreciate. And the more you buff the pigments into the skin, the smoother they look and the more shine they start to develop. If you want to take a look at her blush shade, this is in Thinking of You, Dona G Cheek Bro. I'm just patting some off because this color packs a punch. It has a really nice tone to it. Gonna make sure you go in lightly. Oh my god, gonna buff that down. Let me know if you picked up any of the multi-chromes or you have your eye on any other Sydney Grace products, and of course let me know if you want to see any other videos, tutorials using her shadows. And that, my friends, is a wrap. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video helped, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And until then, I'll see you on here again with another tutorial, favorite slits, get ready with me, or multi-look video. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.